Solve if there's more than one solution, separate them with commas. In fact, for every variable we have, we should have a solution. In this case, we have two different variables. If I have something written in factored form and it is equal to 0, either this factor could be 0 or this factor could be 0, because 0 times anything is still 0. So all we're going to do is break this into two really easy problems. Either the 5y plus 4 could equal 0, or the 1 plus y could equal 0. So solving this first one, I'm going to minus my 4, 5y equals negative 4, and divide by 5. Y equals negative 4/5. On the next one, I'm going to move my 1 to the other side, so I'm going to minus 1, y equals negative 1. So, just because checking with this one's easier, look at it this way. 5 times negative 1 is negative 5. Negative 5 plus 4 is negative 1. 1 plus a negative 1 is 0. If I take negative 1 times 0, guess what I get? I get 0. On the other one, I would maybe use my calculator because I have a fraction. 5 times negative 4/5 plus 4, however, the 5's cancel out. Negative 4 plus 4 is 0. So that factor's 0. 1 plus a negative 4/5 would be a 1/5. And 0 times 1/5, sure enough, is 0. So my answers is that y could be negative 4/5 or negative 1, and I'm going to put both answers in and separate it with comma. Number 11, we're going to solve separating with commas. So normally I would say negative 2 equals 0, but there's no variable there. Negative 2 can't equal 0. Can't solve that. This one, however, has a variable. 4w minus 6 equals 0, or 1 minus w equals 0. And I'm going to solve each of those. So here, solving this, I would add my 6. So 4w equals 6. I have to divide by 4. 6/4 I can reduce down. So 3 over 2 would be my answer. On the other one, you could minus the 1 first, but then you end up having to divide. If you happen to recognize on this one that it's easier to move the w than move the number, it's a shortcut for you. If not, it's still going to give you the same answer. I'm going to go ahead and just add my w to make my w positive, so 1 is equal to w, and I already have it solved. Otherwise, if you minus 1 and divide by negative 1, negative divided by a negative gives you a positive, and I get the same answer. But just a little shortcut there. If you have the minus w, move the w instead of moving the number. Going to make your solving a little quicker. Number 12, same kind of thing. Once I find number 12, we want to solve. Now look at this one. This one does have an x with that, so I do have to set that equal to 0. I'm going to have 1, 2, 3 answers because there's 3 x's in my problem. So 5x could equal 0, x minus 6 could equal 0, or 4 minus 3x could equal 0. So on the first one, I'm going to divide by 5. 0 divided by anything, still 0. This one, I'm going to add my 6, so x equals 6. This one again, you could move the 4 first and divide by negative 3. If you happen to recognize this as negative, you might want to just move the x over. That makes that positive 3x. 4 equals 3x, and when I divide by 3, 4/3 is my answer. And I'm writing 4x. And so I have 3 answers, x equals 0, 6, or 4/3. All 3 of them will go in on ours.